What's up my friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be making 3 summer riffs on the Negroni. We're going to be making a fruity and spicy Negroni, a tropical coconut and pineapple one, and last but not least a savory Hildas white Negroni, which is probably my favorite of them 3. So as we have a lot on our plate today, let's get to it. Let's go. All 3 Negronis today are widely different, except for the fact that they're all served on the rocks like a good Negroni should be. But they're not served on regular ice, they're served on perfect clear ice, thanks to the sponsor of today's episode, KLARIS. KLARIS is the one and only countertop appliance that uses the reverse directional freezing method to make professional quality clear ice at home, which is hands down the best way to make clear ice. And they also made it in a way so it couldn't be easier, because let's face it, making clear ice at home can sometimes be quite a pain in the ass. So all you have to do is to fill up your tray, add your inserts, place your tray in the machine, press start, and wait. The result is each time perfect 2x2 inch clear cubes without any flaws, and you don't have to fight with the unmolding, you don't have to cut your ice cubes to get the perfect shape, everything is done within the machine. There's 2 different units you can choose from, the 4 cubers or the 2 cubers. Both machines use the exact same technology, so the quality of ice is exactly the same. There's just a couple of differences, and mainly it's the fact that the 4 cubers is bigger and the mini works faster. So even though the mini makes only 2 cubes at a time, you can make more cycles a week for almost the same quantity of ice. So if you are interested, head over to their website and use my promo code TOTR10 at checkout to get 10% off site-wide on your purchase. So thank you very much KLARIS for sponsoring this episode, but now let's go make some Negronis. Like I said, we have a lot on our plate today, so we're gonna start by the mise en place, and we're gonna start with the toasted coconut and pineapple white Negroni by Joshua aka Drifter's Joint on Instagram. To make this one, we need first to toast some coconut chips. So we're gonna add some coconut chips into a pan over medium heat, and we're gonna cook them until nicely browned. Then in a sous-vide bag, you're gonna add 1 cup or 240 ml of gin and 25 grams of your toasted coconut chips. Then in a second bag, you're gonna add another cup or 240 ml of sous this time, and 65 grams of dehydrated pineapple. Now, both of these infusions could be made in a sealable glass jar and let to infuse at room temperature for 48 hours, but I want to speed up the process. I'm going to cook everything sous vide. And like the spicy mango Negroni also needs some sous vide cooking, I'm going to jump right away to that preparation as well, because like I said, we're starting with the mise en place. So we're going to start by cutting 75 grams of dried mango in thin slices. Then in a sous vide bag, we're going to add 225 ml of Campari, same amount 225 ml of mezcal, 5 grams of dried ancho chili pepper, and our 75 grams of dried mango. So now we have our toasted coconut gin and pineapple sous on one side, and our ancho chili and mango infusion on the other. So you're gonna place all 3 in a hot water bath set at 65 Celsius, and leave them to infuse for 2 hours. Don't forget to take the bags out once or twice during the process to mix them, just to make sure the flavors are well distributed. Once you're done with the cooking, after 2 hours, you simply plunge your bags into ice water to chill completely, and then simply fine strain the infusions. And don't forget to squeeze your bag to extract as much liquid as possible. When you do these types of infusions, you will notice your liquid will turn a little bit cloudy, which is totally normal and totally fine by me. It actually gives a little bit more mouthfeel to the cocktail. But if you want to have something a little bit more clear, you can always run it through a coffee filter. But because of the sugar in the sous and in the Campari, it will just take forever. And for me, it's not worth it. So I'm gonna leave it as is. So now we're almost done with the prep, but we still need to make an olive oil wash gin for our Hildas white Negroni. So in a glass container, you're gonna add 250 ml of a juniper forward gin and 75 ml of a full-bodied olive oil. Now to increase the surface contact and improve flavor extraction, I'm gonna use a magnetic stirrer for 15 minutes. If you don't have one, you can just shake or stir your mixture 3 to 4 times over the same period. Then, if it's not already done, pour that into a sealable glass jar and leave it resting at room temperature until the oil fully separates from the gin. Then place it in the freezer until the oil fully solidifies. Then poke a hole in the oil, pour the gin over a coffee filter, and leave it filtering in the fridge. We leave it filtering in the fridge because olive oil can easily turn back into a liquid form if it's just a little bit too warm. So by doing so, you're making sure that you're gonna have a clean gin packed with flavor, but with zero oily finish. And pro tip, don't throw away the oil. It's still good for cooking. You can use it for salad dressings, for example, but my personal favorite way to use it is to drizzle a little bit over my tomatoes when I'm making a pan con tomate. It is simply delicious. All right, so now the prep is over. We're ready to make the cocktails, and we're gonna start with the spicy mango Negroni. So we're gonna start with 2 parts, 2 ounces of our spicy mango mezcal and Campari mix, and 1 part, or 1 ounce in this case, of sweet vermouth, and I'm using Chimista, which is my new favorite vermouth, period. Now we ice this up and stir until nice and cold. Now we grab a nice glass with a beautiful KLARIS clear cube, strain the cocktail in, and for the garnish, I took a dehydrated mango and cut it into the shape of a citrus zest. So we're simply gonna place this on the glass, and there have it, the spicy mango Negroni. Cheers. The spicy comes a little bit later. It's really nice. It's really like smoky Negroni with a mezcal. Has a lot of fruity flavor, almost a little bit of acidity coming from the mango. And then a little bit after, you get that beautiful spicy kick from the ancho pepper. And I feel like both the dried ancho and dehydrated mango give kind of a resin flavor to the drink, and it goes real nicely with the vermouth and the mezcal. I love it. So now let's move on to the second drink. We're gonna make the toasted coconut and pineapple white Negroni. All right, so for this one, the build is going to be 1 1/4 ounce of the coconut infused gin, 1 ounce of the pineapple suze, and 1 ounce again of Lillet Blanc. Again, we fill this up with ice and stir 20 to 30 seconds. I forgot to add 3 drops of 20% saline solution. Better. Again, we're gonna take a beautiful glass with a KLARIS clear cube, strain our cocktail, and while Joshua garnishes his drink with a dehydrated pineapple slice, which I don't have, I'm gonna use a banana leaf disc. It makes a beautiful color contrast and actually smells quite nice. Cheers. This drink is a 10 out of 10. It is fantastic. It is packed with tropical flavors. And for anyone who's like on a fence with suze, who's not sure if you like it or not, or if whenever you try it, you're like, nah, not my thing, this drink is probably the one that's gonna make you change your mind because it's that good. So Joshua, good job. So now let's move on to the third and last cocktail of the day. We're gonna make a savory Hildas white Negroni. And like I said, probably my favorite of them 3. Let's go. For me, this one is kind of a Basque Country dirty white Negroni, but instead of using olive brine to make it dirty, we're using guindia pepper brine, which is more on the vinegar side and on the salty side, and it works really nicely. Then we're gonna top it with a Hildas, which is a traditional Basque pincho made out of anchovy, olives, and guindia peppers. And not to mention that we're also using a Basque vermouth, so really, it suits the team perfectly. So we're gonna start with 1.5 ounces of our olive oil washed juniper forward gin, 1 ounce of Chimista white vermouth, which is a sweet white vermouth made out of chocolate, which is the Basque wine appellation here in the Basque Country, known for its minerality and acidity. So it really gives kind of a sweet but also acidic balance to the drink. 1 ounce of bitter bianco for the bitter notes, and lastly 2 teaspoons of the guindia pepper brine, which also gives a nice little spicy kick to the drink. Now we just stir this until nice and cold. strain over ice, and garnish with the Hildas. So there have it, the 30 best Negroni. Cheers. So here we have a drink that's a little bit more on the sweet side compared to a traditional Negroni, and that's because of the bitter Bianco, which is far less bitter and sweeter than Campari, which is actually fine for a lot of people. But here to help balance that extra sweetness, we have some beautiful savory notes coming from the olive oil washed gin and the brine from the Guinea peppers, which also adds a little spicy kick that I love and makes this drink completely addictive. So my friends, this is it for me today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked this video. Leave a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe before you go, to turn the bell if you want to make sure not to miss the next one. And until then, thank you very much again. Have a great day and see you very soon. Cheers.